Crusader Kings 3, welcome back, dear friends and deep thinkers, to Bavaria. And we are the king of Bavaria, trying to develop the formerly heathen lands here, and finally might make our capital there. What we've been doing in the last time very much is getting along these hostages. Now, hostages, we've already used it, is not like today's hostages. Like, these hostages were usually offered in, to make like a political statement, or to guarantee some kind of payment, or to signify that like you would give your son to this or this court, in a similar way than the wards, really. But usually there was a connection that made the ward giver either lower or equal to the one who received the hostage ward, right? So it was also a means of guaranteeing peaceful relations, because the life of the hostage was virtually in danger. Of course, I mean, if something went wrong, and often something went wrong, these were the Middle Ages, right? It was quite unpredictable, especially if you gave a hostage for some kind of financial obligation. Usually these hostages weren't like executed or something, or imprisoned, but it could be like that they were made like to stay forever. And they would then be a permanent member of the other court and would not go home ever again. Like, that was probably usually the worst thing that would happen to them. But still, you gave away some of your flesh and blood, and that, of course, increases your skin in the so-called game, right? In the game of politics, financial power, and relationships. And that's why this was something, and it's also mentioned in the great legends, the sagas and everything, especially in Germany, in the so-called Sagen, that many a hero gave his kids, or was given as a kid, to a foreign court. Yeah, really a foreign court, like hundreds of miles away, as a kid, and was like growing up there. And then, when growing up, he returned home, and what he then did was usually like he packed up a few nights and went again traveling. So this was part of the very vivid traveling that we had in the Middle Ages, and that is why we are using that so actively. It's just a good thing to use it, because it was definitely something that you would do. That said, let's continue. There's a betrothal position, yeah. Weikart and Giselle d'Altaville. Oh god, she's not really that interested in men, but still she's fecund. So at least she will not produce probably illegitimate. So the betrothed can marry in the grand wedding, which is what our son will do now. We will now plan the grand wedding. So we may gain magnificent or gracious host. And that's pretty good. We have the money for it. We will do it. So let's plan. Yeah, we will not go for a bloody wedding. No, thank you. This is not... We're not in a Game of Thrones situation. The question is, where should we do that? We could do it in Krakow. We could do it in Siraj. We could do it in... I mean, currently we have a lot in Regensburg, and this is why this may lead to a gold gain. So still, this is the capital. We will have the grand wedding here. For some reason, we have to travel there. I cannot believe this. So, of course, our spouses are here. The intent is for us probably match diplomacy, I mean. We have a couple other people here. So she was the guest of Duke Ruslav. Question is Duke Ruslav here? Not really. I mean, it really doesn't matter to us, but we could just talk with, let's see, our cousin here, or King Meginhard. Yeah, I mean, he's also like in a good state. We really want to talk with this man. He's similar as we are. He's also humble, for example, and is a philosopher. We will talk to him. We have some activity opinion options here. We could get, with acrobats and musicians, zealots like this especially. So that's something that we could... Oh, look at that. Yeah, so if we set it to the middle, then the parochial and zealot vessels will gain our opinion. Okay, of course, we'll do that. Okay, a generous feast. As you can see, glory hounds and courtly vessels like this more. And so the middle option is for the zealots, and we're a zealot and our son. And friend is also a zealot, so we'll like that most if it's in the middle of it all. And so let's start the grand wedding like that. We could recall hostages. We could bring our daughter back. She will not accept that. Oh god. Actually not. From King Meginhard, no. From King Emmerich, not at all. Okay. We can offer hostages. We can... Let's see if we can call on more. We can demand a hostage from King Alfonso the Just of Leon. Let's see. He has Infante Arias and Infanta. Yeah. Or this guy. Let's see whom we can get here. Infanta. He just has women. That would be like this. An Astor Leonese Infanta here. Yeah, why not? Let's go for that. And that's especially like, I've already explained it, I think. It's like a non-aggression pact somehow. And the effect of that. So we'll do that. Also to show our power, because it also gives us prestige. And she's coming. And we are now, of course, at the grand wedding. We are waiting on activity. Here we go, they're riding. Commander is promoted. Aha. A new recruit, an evil zealot. I mean, he's a zealot. He's an evil zealot, but he's a zealot. He's a skilled tactician and an organizer. Very well. He shall serve me. I mean, he's a little bit evil, but at least he's a zealot, right? So, a new home. I'm informed my hostage, Vyacheslav Suvislan, has at last arrived from Saksh. Chieftain Kruk's son will no doubt be anxious about his new life in Bavaria. Trust in your father, I reassure him. You will be treated well here. I'll show you to your room. And he is also an insightful thinker. Rather not that great, but we could send him to, for example, learn a language. We could learn the language of Vyacheslav, which would be a nice idea. And the question is, could we marry him? No. He cannot marry as long as he's being held hostage. Simple pastures here in Leshika. So here we go. They're riding. And Wyckoff's already here. And his future wife, Giselle d'Altaville. Queen Georgia, our wife, is also here. Our bold paragonic wife. armory break-in! Oh no, my hostage Ludolf and his compatriot Hectorius were caught red-handed having snuck into the armory. Oh my goodness me. Hectorius had hurt himself, but fortunately Ludolf ran outside and grabbed the nearest adult, admitting what they'd done. It's good you admitted what you did. Yeah, you can be honest. It's very nice. The map. Ah, there's a spy wandering around here. What shall we do with that covetous villain? He's honest, callous, arrogant. He's a hunter, an eager reveler, and an organizer. We could become more vigilant. Or we could throw him into the dungeon. Yeah, throw him into the dungeon. Maybe we can get some money from him. To develop the heathen lands, of course. Here you go, man. Here you go. Now you can exist. We can demand more hostages. From the High Chieftain of Masovia. His little boy, Jans Goblin. Or Stanislav Goblin. The scaled one. Sure. Give me that scaled guy. Can designate a guardian for Princess Barbara Ribsummon. Who shall take care of her education? Let's see. Well, Seneschal Lothar, maybe. He seems like a good man. He's also chaste. That helps. A chaste Bavarian. Send that proposal. Cannot risk anything with these hostages. Wonderful. Come to our court. Give us the prestige. Can demand even more hostages. The Serene Doge of Italy. Hele. Bernabo. Bernabo d'Asti. The homely Bernabo d'Asti. Okay. Yeah, we're really scraping the barrel, eh? Ah, now they're both here. She with a fake smile. Not really looking forward to it. Prince Weikart looking forward to do his duty as a true zealot. Everyone will get into position. The ceremony will begin. I cannot wait. The white one and the innocent one. Always surrounded by her minstrels. Very innocently. I'm enjoying the ceremony, proud of what I've managed to organize. Everything has gone well so far. As soon as I think I know I've jinxed it, Giselle freezes in confusion. Having clearly forgotten what the next step of the ceremony is, I can feel King Meginhardt's eyes piercing me from the crowd, urging me to intervene. Okay, I can still salvage the situation. I diffused, yeah. Meginhardt is impressed. I'm informed my hostage mayor has at last arrived from Leon. King Alfonso's daughter will no doubt be anxious about her new life in Bavaria. Trust in your father, I reassure her. You will be treated well here. Show you to your room. The Infanta. Okay. We will give her someone to educate her. Someone Bavarian. We must have like more Bavarians here. I mean, we could do it ourselves, but that's not what we want. Bonifacio we have here. Hadmar, our bodyguard. Yeah, he's always been good. The Infanta will become Bavarian. Everyone needs to be Bavarian. Bavarian, my goodness me. There are also some kids here. I've noticed that for some reason... Yeah, they are bastards. Who are their parents? Clara, our wet nurse. Okay. Someone has to care for you, little one. Theamo, you can become a good knight. Who is a good knight? Our knight here. Sadistic. Oh well. Luitpold, yeah, he's a zealot. Sure. So, you will care for Theamo. Wonderful. And Theamo will get a martial education. Here we go. I mean, it's not really in his genes, but... Here we go. Then we don't only have Theamo, we also have Gundpold. Little Gundpold. He's even hale. He should even more become a knight. So, let's see. Acclaimed knights. Belisarius. He's a zealot. Here we go. He will take care of him. No, you should not become Greek. Here we go. And you shall become a knight. As everyone who is a bastard becomes a knight for us here. There's also an inspired person. Can be sponsored. She is legendary and renowned throughout the world. Wow, and she's also Catholic. And Bulgarian, wow. She wants to make a shield. Yeah, of course. Anything. Wow, that's horribly expensive. But she's legendary. I mean, what can we do? We need a legendary shield. A shield where the cross is presented and everything. Werner, are you doing well? How do you do, little one? Oh, we can still tell you. To become learned. Here we go. Can we? Yeah, but please become a learned man. Here we go. A father's heart. The day has finally come, and I couldn't be prouder of my Viscount, the beautiful groom. As the person standing by my side has unwillingly discovered, look at him, isn't he radiant? And it's such a good match. Everything is perfect. As I finally turn around, I realize that my neighbor is none other than King Meginhard. I could take advantage of this moment of connection. Important weddings make important allies. Aren't you jealous? I'm just so proud. Ah, yeah. Important weddings. Yeah, make him... I mean, we started this. We impressed Meginhard. Wonderful. And as one Viscount is happy, another Viscount I can feel trembling and die. I gently stroke his white fur and listen to him purr long into the night, but as silence falls, I know that he won't wake again. He's become like 14 or something. Our son has given us this cat when he was 2. Yeah. You will be forever by my side. You will be forever by my side. We have little Viscount's pelt here. I don't know. Should we? Could we? I don't know. Maybe that's something. Yeah, that's something to... We will never forget that, and we will give that precious thing to our son. Here, little Viscount's pelt. You will get that, son. You brought us the pet. You will get the pelt. It's as simple. That's how the circle... The travel plan was cancelled and rerouted to home. Okay. He was invalid. He's now High Chieftain. His father died. My goodness me. This poor little guy. I know how it is. I know how it is. The bond between Weikart crosses the divides. Acceptance between the Bavarians and the French has been increased, and the French and the Bavarians has been increased. The ceremony has finally reached its climax. The traditional rituals have been completed, and all that's left is the final vows. The formal consent. The seal on the marriage, as both Prince Weikart and Countess Giselle say, I do. The crowd starts cheering, and we all stand witness to the beginning of their life together. Exciting. The wedding banquet starts. My goodness, Weikart. You could look better. You have that. It's time to celebrate. I signal for the servants to bring out the food and drinks and to shepherd the guests to the feast venue. Let the wedding banquet begin. Enjoy. Food fit for the correct amount of effort on display here, notes Megan Hart Riley. Enough to show thought and enough that not enough that any is wasting. I'm having a good time, Emmerich whines. Just think things could have gone a little further to the best. Friendship with King Meginhard. Yeah, let's go for some friendship with King Meginhard. Werner is returned. Okay. He's back. Okay. So, now the question is, what do we do? And the answer is clearly we become a scholar now. The learning and development growth. That's what we've always wanted. And Werner's back. Apparently through our friendship, he's decided he doesn't need Werner anymore for any guarantees of friendship. So Werner is back, or he's traveling back. Quite the spectacle. A magnificent throng of musicians, tumblers and actors are providing the evening's entertainment, thrilling guests across the hall. Near my seat, both King Meginhard and King Emmerich share their opinions on the display. The correct amount of performers and no more, notes Meginhard dryly. Yeah. Meginhard, I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Yeah. Well, friends. A name to remember. Is there anyone special to you, my lord? Yeah. To my beloved Georgia. What a vast and endless array of foods and desserts this is. These are kind of meals I can expect in heaven. Oh, and what an expansive selection of sweets. It must be the most food I've ever seen in one place. It's so delightful. We have life reaffirmed. It's wonderful for us. And every feast there's always one. Oh god, yeah. This guy, Wilhelm. He's not shutting up. We'll try to gently exit the conversation. And we extricate ourselves. Yeah, we're always so humble as to do this. And this time, we could be the heart of the family, as we're doing that at a family feast. Here we go. Yeah, at the center of everything, managing this. Weikart and Giselle married. She's grateful to us. Of course, that's interesting. She's waiting for the wedding night. Oh. A new home, Bernabo, has arrived from Italy. The pact is in place. Bernabo d'Asti. But here, shimmering, shining. And there's enough finery here to appease the mob without being a waste, making hard notes. It's well considered. Yeah. I like it well enough, Emmerich's notes, but I like it much better if there was just a bit more of it all. The King of Germany. Maybe we'll not get involved. We want to get involved, though. We think this is perfect. Because we chose it ourselves, and Meginhard thinks that too. Wonderful. Okay. Werner is home again. Oh, there's so much happening at once. Now let's first choose what we what we do. I mean, we have certainly shown restraint in our selection of this food, right? So let's now see. Werner of Bavaria is back. There's so much to catch up on. Okay, someone has to educate him, and this someone will be me. There's also Bernabo, about which we will care very soon. Bernabo Dusty, he's rowdy. He should be a knight. Someone should take care of him. Why not our knight Ratibor? No, Luitpold. He's a good Bavarian, right? So, making him a good Bavarian knight. And a zealot too. Here we go. The rise of the Bavarian zealots. Because God is good, he recites. I have goosebumps, Warden shrieks Bernabo. I feel the favor of God. That's my boy. Yeah, that's who we are. That's who we are. The zealots. Going for the zeal. My wife's diplomatic skill improves. Whoa, I can see our guest is satisfied and pretty tired. The day of the celebration is not over yet. I quickly organize a festive procession to lead the newlyweds to their bedchamber. Let the newlyweds celebrate privately. For us who remain, let's pour another drink. She's confident, bride. She's now confident. It's time. It's time. She... Now, this is gone, so... It's... he has the wedding jitters. And ringing ears. Oh, he's a hopeless romantic. Oh God, no. Oh no. Oh, he will try to woo his wife that is romantically only interested in women. Oh. How could we oversee that? Oh my goodness me. Tired after a long day's waiting and socializing, my daughters and I ensconce ourselves at a table to mull over the union. Georgia speaks quietly, you know. I must say I still have misgivings. I worry for my brother. Your brother? Yeah, you're his friend, right? Come, sister, Alika sighs, our other daughter. Give it time, grant them a moon together before you pass such judgments. I mean, she might hook up with her. Did she even have kids? No, not really. Guess to the wedding of the century. It is in God's hands now. Alika. Georgia. Yeah, we're a zealot. It's in God's hands now. With the newlyweds retired for the evening, the braziers are lit, the flagons filled, and musicians rallied for festivities long into the night. Hours later, I find myself looking hazily down my goblet at Baldwin, brother of the bride, who has almost choked on his mead in mirth. He slurs, "Yo, you know, I wasn't sure about your calling so much, but you're all right." He's a wandering evil paragon? More ale, more? Nah. Do we think he's nice? I mean, he's arrogant, callous, and just. We must keep in contact. Yeah, let's not. Oh, my sister would love you, Countess Giselle. This reminds me. I need your opinion. We must keep this guy, we must keep in contact. We're family now. We will invite him to the court. Can we do that? Here's a hook? No. He will not accept. Base reluctance. Okay. Unfortunately, he will not accept, but we could maybe arrange a marriage of him with, but whom, huh? Huh? Yeah, we must not forget this man. Maybe we can invite him. He is at least an eager reveler now. Karlmann learned the Greek language through observation. Wow, nice. Finally, the last guest leaves. I look around at the deserted venue, the food leftovers, the spilled spiced wine on the floor, the echoes of people's laughter still lingering in the air, and feel satisfied. What an amazing day. I did a very fine job organizing it. Thank you all for coming. Every courtly vassal gains 20 opinion of us. Nice. And we're a gracious host for 20 years. Not a magnificent one, but a gracious one. We gain gold, prestige. Weikart married Countess Giselle. And, yeah. Thank you all for coming. Here we go. Ah, it's so great. And now, back to the administration. First, my lord, I come with grave news, but with a solution. Oh, the Franconians and Bavarians are becoming too similar. There's no need for that. My lord, I represent the Mazovian people of the county of Redham. We are devoted and faithful subjects, but our land is poor, underdeveloped, and scarcely populated. Please allow us to recolonize it and to administrate it according to our traditions. And we would give this guy the county of Redham. Now, we don't want that. I know what's best for the county of Redham. A child of the court. I am faced with... Oh, look at him. With Udalric von Liebschau's sad eyes, which grow larger and more pitiful as the acquaintance witches love gently ushers him towards my throne. King, he laments, the boy has been at Rapoto's court, with none to watch over him. Since the death of his dear papa, please look to his future. Udalric von Liebschau. Yeah, sure, we will look to his future. He's in martial education. He has no guardian. Sure, my hands are full, but I will give him a home. He becomes Drozuk's ward. Yeah, sure. Okay, he's religious, yeah. My business here is done. And that was successful. We showed everyone what needs to be done. Here we go. What needs to be done? What are the innovations we're going for chronicle, right? Yeah, that's absolutely needed. Burgs would also be nice to build holdings, but hey, yeah, that would be maybe the next thing we would go for, right? So we can modify some contracts with Count Ivo of Dresden. Yeah, he can pay us more for the development of the heathen lands, and Macarius Redenius. It's fine, he already pays so much. We can demand more hostages. The Slavonian people, that guy. The granddaughter of King Bersi, what the heck? Whom can we demand? This guy? Why can't we? That's a sibling of him. Aha. So we could have Viola, who is undoubtedly very useful. She's a gardener, a nun, and monk. She's just, temperate, and forgiving. Or we could have Ekaterina, the sadistic one. But she's charming and calm and a little bit fickle. Yeah, I mean, we want her. She will be very useful at the court, I think. So here we go. That's what we'll do here. Wonderful, wonderful. And let's not forget to improve the heathen lands. We can give the county of Brieg better hunting grounds. Fantastic. Hunting is so good. Fully grown. My hostage Frodi is now a man and looking forward to soon being sent home. As is the custom, his father King Hestein will certainly be hoping as much. However, I must look to the interests of my own house. Frodi of Pomerania. Yeah, sure. You grew closer to forming a friendship. Did not gain a personal hook. Yeah, it's time to go home. Yeah, we will not keep him. It was friendly. It was friendly. So he's traveling now. And we can maybe arrange a marriage with our antiquarian? No. Yeah, indeed. No, no one. No one here. We'll just see him go. Hylika comes of age. Our daughter. Princess Hylika of Bavaria. Always the curious and knowledge-hungry child, she's shown an affinity for scholarship from an early age. And she's an astute intellectual and a sadistic zealot right now. Who is also impatient. They grow up so fast. They grow up so fast. Hylika. And she's quick. She's quick. One has to say that. Who has been excommunicated? Count Trebimir of Grange? What did he do? Oh, he's of House Babenberg. It's quite a noteworthy house. My goodness me. We can ask for gold. Yes, we want gold. And we have potential alliances on our hands with Count Sobodin or Heilwig. No. Yeah, wonderful. So we can develop the heathen lands even better. Let's see. Krakow, of course. Wirlun. Yeah, we can see in the cheater there's plains. We have pastures. We have crop fields. Hunting grounds aren't that great there. Stables could be. Blacksmiths also fit better in the mountains. A military camp would also be indeed not bad. Or barracks. Let's see. Let us see. Stationed archers. Yeah, let's build some militia camps. Alright, that would help us out. And here in Siraj we can bring the people more crops. In Krakow we need more houses. And that should be it for now. A new home, Viola, has arrived from Slavonia. I trust in your brother. I reassure her you will be treated well. I'll show you to your room. She's a hostage, a magnanimous paragon. Ah, she's pretty wonderful, right? We could try to befriend her. Or we could challenge her to a board game. That would be interesting. We could have a wager game. Nah. Just a normal board game. And maybe we would have a job for her. She seems so competent somehow. And a nun must always be good, right? Let's see. We have new court artificers. Has a chance to become inspired again. With Josip. Yeah, let's hire him. We can hire more people. Could have a court jester. The Honorable Altruist Count Macarius of Charso. Huh. I mean, he's average at that, and he's gregarious and so on. Someone must make the jokes. Could have an executioner. And a court musician. My goodness. Yeah, it's Drozuk. Really, Drozuk? Nah, they're all too poor in this. Do we have a good royal architect? Yeah, we have our wife, of course. Yeah, our wife can do that. She knows everything about that. And we got a garden hermit. Ah. No garden hermit. No garden hermit. We would have to travel around for that. Staring at stars. From all my evenings watching stars I've seen with my own eyes, but I've only heard before. The stars move at different speeds. Oh, but my Prince Archbishop does not approve. Leave the skies be. The celestial realm is only for the clergy to know. I mean, we've recently become a scholar, but... yeah, we're also a zealot. You are right. I should focus on earthly matters. The greatest game, chess. Yola takes a seat opposite me. Our little game of chess is about to begin. We're neck on neck. So, see, this is why I like chess, opines my opponent. No skulking around, no lying, just a fair game of wits. Okay, you think you can outthink me. We'll have some innocent... no, a strong sword arm. It's a strong die arm. Yeah. If only public speaking was so easy as beating you at chess, remarks my opponent. You'll never see my moves coming. I'm in the lead for now. Are you using the Count's cross again, moans my opponent. You're so cheap. I'm unparalleled in the theory of chess. What, we lose the game? A smug smile stretches from cheek to cheek in Viola's face. She has won while I have lost. With God as my witness, I did all I could. My palms become sweaty and my knees weak as I realize the best of my ability is simply not enough to beat her. Yeah, well, the better woman won. The better woman won. There's a faction against us. Count Macarius is pissed that he is... that he is the joke now. The Joker. Yeah, the jester. Yeah, that maybe wasn't such a nice gesture. Oh well. Oh well. So we should maybe have a look around to see who is there and who is good and who is there and who is not so good. Because there's multiple things to consider, right? This man, for example, doesn't seem to be extremely holy. I mean, he's a pilgrim, but that's about all. He's brave, arbitrary, and stubborn. Then we have High Chieftain Prindota of Mazovia. This guy looks like we would be... yeah. He's also a pilgrim. These guys are all pilgrims. And looking around, we see that essentially everyone is a pilgrim except us. What is this? I mean, we could look for Hungary for this rakish man, but first, I'm sure... first, we must also become a pilgrim. And let's plan this pilgrimage. We of course, will be a zealot. We'll go for a pious pilgrimage. And we'll go to Cologne, Canterbury, but no, we will go to Rome. A mindful approach. Relieving stress. We could go for altruism. Improving the lives of others. Or we could go for zealotry. Yeah, we are going for zealotry. Share our convictions with others. What would we have here? With us, a forest guide? No, but a mountaineer. Maybe a forder? No. Experienced captains? A jungle stalker? Not at all. Desert warrior? A cultural ambassador, maybe? That might be a good idea. Let's see. Fidelity. Obligatory and less piety. Okay. What would that be? Contemplative. Ah, yeah. We would need something special to even choose this. We could go here. Bring bodyguards or good knights and perhaps a friend. Up to 5 random pilgrims join our terrain. Piety rewards on completion are unaffected. We could go humble. We join a train of 7 random pilgrims, but we're zealotry, yeah? You also bring attendants and pious hangers-on. Up to 10 random pilgrims join the train. More piety earned. And a throng. Every interested character at court joins us. Yeah, why not? I mean, all of these people are pilgrims, but we're a zealot. We must show. We must show them. We will start that pilgrimage with a cultural ambassador and a mountaineer. And everyone will see how pious and how zealous this king of Bavaria can become, right? So, we'll see each other in the next episode when we go to Rome in the great Bavarian pilgrimage. Have a great time until next time and happy gaming. This is Immanuel Khan signing out. See you soon. Have a great time until then. Happy gaming.